It's Week 10 of the 2024 season, and we'll get a look here at DeAndre Hopkins. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Cards and the Bears, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody, alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, and we've got an interesting matchup here featuring two of the league's best in what they do. We have one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL going up against a team who's made their money defensively by shutting things down through the air, CD.
Yeah, and Brandon, I want to see how well-rounded each team is because we know what they're a league leader in, but how well can you do the other things that you need to do on that side of the ball? To me, this is a chance for the lesser heralded guys this season to come through and help earn a victory.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 and able to get this out to the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
First play and a first pass for Murray. Ertz has it left side. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982. And that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable because so many of them were 982 and counting.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run behind center with Connor. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're not as dictated to the defense. They can go twice on 3rd down, that drive and ready to come make it on 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McCann's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Cards, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he finds finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's Moode rising up. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 16 carries, 76 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
From the 41, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. He's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On play action, it's Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields on third down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Fields, has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Montgomery diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And Charles is able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on the quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get it.
Not a riser now on to put this one away. What a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching that partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's Connor on the read option. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are once again back in front. The CD, you know he's got great options of wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options.
Yeah, it's his 3rd receiving touchdown on the year. I can't believe I shanked that.
They're eligible too.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Fielding just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Second down, here's an option right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. To throw is Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime.
Yeah, no, he had like a wide open lane there. He could have got an extra 20 yards.
We'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays that moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a post and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Fields. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards and take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience.
Yeah, for sure.
Adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes
1st quarter was pretty much a walk in the park, and then here they come, and Fields hasn't missed a pass. Now we're going to have to answer back.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Look at, they're getting ballsy. Look at them pressing Hopkins over there.
Murray now on 1st down.
No wonder why.
Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of physical approach against him.
He comes down with that 9 times out of 10.
But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Third and 2, and here's Murray.
Damn, man.
The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Yeah, I didn't have anywhere to go. Defense actually had everything covered. What I originally planned on was rolling out of the pocket to the right and just trying to make a run for it, but they were on me.
What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Fields throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. A final shot before the break. Fields toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we've come to halftime.
All right, so the end of the first half.
As we'll send you
Down by 5.
We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. Ken Walker, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we fly east to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. The Panthers with an important win as they keep pace in the playoff picture and get their record up to 6-4 with the win. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
here we go. Quarter number 3.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half.
Yeah, man, I had to do some retooling after that game. Went out and signed Akeem Nicks, who's that guy off the Bears, that pass rusher that got traded to the Eagles? Quinn, signed him. Linebackers got hurt. It was rough first 4 games.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And he keeps doing that. He's going to get nailed. No doubt about it.
Choreographed, but how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of
Damn it, man.
3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Damn, look at they're pulling out the damn trick plays. Little flips.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Oh, that's into a double team.
Oh, give me that, you son of a bitch.
Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The playmaker. The playmaker. I'm telling you, that guy, in real life, I bet in a few years you're going to hear his name a lot.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he'll get into the end zone to push the
Too much fight. Murray plows it in, and then he does the Zen. He's doing some yoga.
That's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, yeah. Get him down. The punter that we signed a few years ago off the free agent list, you know what his kick power is? He's got a 99. His name's like Ariaza. Really good punter on the free agent list. Oh yeah, Simmons is activated.
You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Oh my gosh, come on, man. So now we got him.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Looking to throw. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think you could have scanned down.
Oh, we got him shook now. If they quit scrambling.
And I think he'll take that.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And this will be caught by Moode.
I probably should have been clear.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields.
Yep. Yeah, he's shook.
Every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Murray now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Connor up the middle, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Yeah, he's awesome in short yardage. Connor, half of his yardage comes after contact. I'll show you the stats after the game.
Murray giving it. Oh, Connor loses it.
Oh, and he likes passing the ball to the offensive lineman.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10.
I'm okay with fumbles as long as we don't lose them.
Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get
Speak of the devil.
at the 37-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be, do what we want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time for a set of downs.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustment.
And he is in. Touchdown.
Man. Montgomery's running with purpose.
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Here's a handoff to Connor. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. On 1st and 10 is Counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Oh, we'll take that.
Races down the right side.
Nice.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery.
And they corral him just a couple.
Big hole up the middle for Connor.
64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Connor is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And Murray's going to keep this.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover, so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely need to stop him here. Yeah, gave him a hug.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gonna play out here in center field. There you go.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
That's a dangerous thing, man. You keep everybody covered, he runs. We're going to go cover 3 flat.
Make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now Fields.
Screenplay.
They'll set up the screen.
Not today.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up.
Again, look who it is. Isaiah Simmons.
But I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On the handoff, Connor. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And Murray will run it here.
Oh, big run. Big run.
He does have the 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the 1st down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff, because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession.
Are you freaking kidding me, man?
36-yard line.
I thought I pushed the extra, hand it off, and I didn't.
That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play,
man, oh man. Tried to push X
and that's exactly what they did.
to hand it off, and it just didn't function.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL,
oh yeah, always.
You are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess
there we go.
Making a nice play defensively.
Oh, the former Bear making a stop.
Losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on second down. Fields. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go.
Oh, they're making a drive here. Oh, we're going to have to step up.
Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
All right, I should have enough time to get down to field goal range.
Santos
3 timeouts, 35 seconds left.
This game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never a doubt.
And a good effort on the return there.
Oh, and that is going to help right there.
Up to the 33. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, I thought he was going to for a second. He almost had it.
Now Murray. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession.
Are you freaking kidding me, man?
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Oh, man, here we go.
So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. Now the Cards
try to ice him.
Another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 52, and this for the win.
Oh, my God, he missed it. Are you kidding me? Did I get lucky?
But it's no good as it stands.
God almighty. It was meant to be.
Remains tied here in the 4th.
I don't know. Maybe I should just throw a bomb. It was lucky as hell. It was. Oh, man. What am I at the 42? How many yard field goal is that? 60-something. $75. I don't even think I got the wind.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management
That was worth the shot.
This amount left on the clock, you don't get
It's like overtime.
Because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is one, and it won't be a one towards the end zone.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one.
There we go. Defense stood up that time.
The product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs. Himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Murray again, this is counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. What can Murray do now with his drive? He'll get this to Connor underneath. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by half a foot. Fourth and inches.
So much of the offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, it's Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the 50, here's Fields. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here's Riley Dixon now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Anderson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw is Murray. Gets this to Moore. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
4 yards remain for second down. Again, it's Connor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning
okay, for all the marbles.
Could be set up.
Here we go.
For a potential game winner. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Cardinals win it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Arizona, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.